Hello, boys and girls. Today our tale starts in the far distant county of Norfolk. Hey boys and girls, it's Game Cam here, and obviously it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Obviously I just got up, I've just gotten dressed, and obviously I'm about to wake my, start getting going, and heading off. As you can see, didn't get much sleep last night, but obviously that's just how it goes. I think I don't sleep very well anymore, but hopefully I'll be able to be awake enough to enjoy it. When we get there, obviously we should be going straight into it, so I'll probably just keep recording like snapshots of the trip until we get there, because I don't want to use up all the memory and battery, so I'll catch you guys later. Yeah, well, I assume you need a ticket and then you drop it on there and then go to the station?
You do. Platform 1, is that one over there?
Pardon me. Alright, boys and girls, Game Cam here. I'm on the first train heading out from Norwich to London, so obviously I'm gonna hopefully still very early in the morning. So who knows, obviously I probably won't talk when I do recordings for the next few bits, but I'll catch you later. Obviously at the moment it is pretty barren in here. I thought there'd be a lot more people in here, but there's not. As you can see, pretty empty. But yeah, I'll catch you guys later.
city boys and girls. London calling, now don't look to us. Phony Beatlemania has bitten the dust. London calling, see we ain't got no swing except for the rain and the crunch of thing. The ice age is coming, the sun's zooming in. Meltdown expected, the wheat is going big. Engines stop running, but I have no fear, 'cause London is drowning. I live by the river, to the imitation zone. Forget it, brother, you can go it alone. London calling to the zombies of death. Quit holding out and draw another breath. London calling, and I don't wanna shout, but while we were talking, I saw you nodding out. London calling, see we ain't got no hide, except for that one with the yellowy eyes. The ice age is coming, the sun's zooming in. Engines stop running, the wheat is going big. A nuclear error, but I have no fear, 'cause London is drowning. I live by the river. The ice is coming, the sun's zooming in. Engines stop running, the wheat is going big. A nuclear error, but I have no fear, 'cause London is drowning. I live by the river.
So on the underground, I could not film because of the fact it was just so densely packed. Like, I've been to London before, but I'd never been on the underground before. So that was my first time on the underground, and it was so densely packed, like the camera would just been stuck in this guy's butt. Like, it was just so intense, and there's like everyone else just looked so angry on it. Like, when I got on there, I was like, oh, this is a bit cozy, isn't it? And everyone looked at me like I just spit on their nan or something like that. They were just mortified that I'd said anything. It was just absolutely horrendous how anyone could do that on a daily basis beyond me. But luckily I managed to get to the other end of the station to go to Birmingham early because of my sick transitions between the trains, even though the underground's a goddamn labyrinth. Like, I was walking around, there's so many stairs up, but all of them are one way. Like, you can only go up them if there's like an emergency or something like that. So I try and find the one staircase that actually led to where I wanted to be. So that was a bit tedious trying to find that, but I eventually found my way out to it. And then when I got there, I was like, I need to get some like solid food. So I tried to look for a cafe and all I could find was this place called Leon. And it was one of those fancy, like, overpriced, like, cafes. And it was the only food that I see that was actually, like, I might actually be able to eat was, like, banana and cinnamon porridge or whatever it was. And I was like, what? And they charged £2.50 for this tiny cup of porridge. It's, like, got these banana... I took a picture of it, so you'll see it. But I'd try and like scoop around this because there's like so much. The cinnamon was just so intense. It was like, bro, I just want the porridge. I just wanted the porridge. And the fact that they also like had birds, like pigeons, were inside this like station. It was like, how you guys got a serious pest problem, but no one seemed to care about it. And I'm like, seriously, like you need to sort this out. You can't just have birds flying around the food section indoors. But anyway, I obviously found my train and got on toward my next stop, which would be Birmingham.
Far away from my hopes and expectations, black holes and revelations, and our hopes and expectations, black holes and revelations.
So obviously Chris got normal. Well, there you go. Just a little bit of rock back from last. Just a taster. Just a taster. And let me tell you, I saw Terrorizer and Insomnia Island. He's still not happy about that rocket weekend. A year on, he's still going on about it. But talking of Terrorizer, of course, we have our YouTubers here. We're going to give you guys a chance to meet them. We've got Syndicate, we've got
multiplayer events to find out many titles for your favorite YouTube stars.
Yeah, the first big part of Insomnia was where it all started as BYOC. Believe it or not, 20 years ago, yes, 20 years ago, this all started in a little office in Newbury as a LAN party, and we were paying homage to that. We've gone from a few hundred to over 3,000 people in our hardcore gaming arena. Check it out if you want to get your games in. You've got 4 days straight to absolutely hammer it. And guess what? Your mum and dad can't tell you to get off. Awesome stuff.
And speaking of which, we have the lottery here. If you spotted your local game shops have a bit of a refit going on the last few months, it's for Belong. We have had, well, you know, before I start talking about what Belong is, we have like a small video to show you guys about.
Let's do it.
So obviously, when I arrived at I-61, I showed the security my ticket. They then let me through, and they gave me a little wrist thing to put on. I've still got it now. Sadly, I put it on the wrong way. I put it on inside out by accident, but it worked fine anyway. They then herded me into the pen area where they had on stage. They had these 2 guys that were talking about how last event and what there's going on this event, etc., etc. Sadly, I got there quite early, so they repeated it twice. So obviously, the first time you got it, you kind of got the picture the first time round. And then obviously we waited. The early access kids got in first, and then we got to go in. So that was quite good. So we slowly migrated into the hall after a fair bit of wait.
Finals. We've got our Expo Hall. That is the opportunity for you guys to get hands-on, up close and personal with some brand new games. We will just go through this list really quickly. We've got new Nintendo Switch games. We've got Pokemon DX Tournament. We've got Super Mario Odyssey. We've got Splatoon 2. We've got Mario and Rabbids. We've got... That's it for Switch. We've got Call of Duty, Uncharted.
PS1 VR stuff says Bravo Team, Super Hot, GT Sport. I'm letting you do the next one.
Need for Speed, The Crew. The security guards do what they say. They're in charge. They're wonderful people. We got 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Insomnia!
So we're inside. Let's look around, see what they got.
Soaking it all in, mate.
So, boys and girls, I turned off the camera there to play some Rogue Trooper, which is a game based on a comic story in the very popular British sci-fi comic series 2000 AD, which I've been reading since I was very young. I really liked the storyline in it. It was quite good. It was based on sort of the American Civil War, by the fact you have the Nords versus the Southerners, and obviously they're fighting out, and these Rogue Troopers are supposed to be these advanced soldiers that were sent in. Obviously, the original game was released back in 2008. I played it. I quite enjoyed it as well. As a good game. It has some really good mechanics in it. And obviously, this is a reboot of that. So I got to go play on that for a bit, which was quite good. And it was interesting to see because it was sort of basically a shot-for-shot of the original. The graphics had been improved, though. To the point where, but it still kept the spirit of the original game and kept all the funness and all the good mechanics that you got to keep. I only got to play on the first mission, so I didn't get to play the entirety of the way through, which is a bit of a shame, but I look forward to probably getting the game on PC later on. After I played the game, I spoke to the guys about it, and they all seemed very into doing it, and I got a little pin, as you can see there, a really cool one, based on the chips the Rogue Troopers have, and also I got entered into a competition to win the game for free. So fingers crossed, maybe I can win myself a copy of that. But yeah, it's definitely a good game, and I really enjoyed playing it.
So he's showing us different LEDs so that we and yourselves can follow who's who. On the screens here you'll be able to see who's who, and also see their pilot footage. If you know the pilot song, we're shooting and we're seeing the footage
So I eventually arrived at the TF2 area, which was an offshoot of the main stadium. So they had the main stadium for esports up there, and then obviously I had the back right, there was a couple of screens and there were some benches you could sit on to watch it. The problem is, like, right behind it was the Switch tournament area, so you had kids like Wii and stuff like that trying to steal seats. So it's a bit hard, but obviously there's me sitting there watching a few of the screens. They had all the events going on. They didn't really do much TF2 on the Friday, but they did a lot on the Saturday, so I got to see some of that, so that was quite good. but I'll talk more about that when it gets to the second day.
Simon, just so you know.
I also went to the indie section. There was the indie section here, was quite good. It had quite a lot of different games. Some of them were actually really, really good, some like high level stuff. One of the ones I really enjoyed was block ships, which the idea was you fly around these little cubes and you collect up parts and you have to blow your friends to pieces. I was really good at it, so I got entered into a tournament to play it. So obviously here you can see some of the gameplay from that. I thought it was really good and I'm really looking forward to getting it from my mates. I also got to go on Far Cry 5, which was quite good. The graphics were very good. It wasn't straying too far away from the Far Cry formula. I was surprised that the demo area was only one outpost and a couple of guys in a field, but generally the area was pretty damn small, so you didn't get to experience much of the game. It was more of just like a cinematic trailer more than anything else. There wasn't actually much going on, so I was a bit disappointed by that. I remember though sitting in the Ubisoft booth, and I went to take a picture, and they literally almost dived on me like I'd just said Allahu Akbar or something like that. They were freaking out, and they were like, "Oh my God, you can't take pictures in here. This is not final product." Even though there's trailers of it up online, and there was like, they're like, "Didn't you see the sign? There's this tiny like 2 centimeter by 2 centimeter sign saying like, do not take cameras in here." And I'm like, what? So yeah, it was quite fun. I also had a quick go on the Need for Speed Payback game. It was actually quite good. Graphics were really nice. There was a couple of little glitches here and there, but nothing massive that ruined the experience. The main thing I thought was a bit tedious is the cars handling weren't that great. Like, they were very much sort of, if you felt like you were driving a tank more than driving a car. So that was a bit tedious, but it was generally the graphics were very good, and I think it'd be the final product would have to probably be very good as well. I look forward to seeing that. But yeah. I also finally went to go play the new Call of Duty. That was quite good. I really enjoyed playing that. It was actually a lot better than a lot of Call of Duties recently had been. It wasn't as good as World at War, but it was certainly getting that way. The graphics were really good. The gameplay was pretty tight. Some of the attachments I was a bit iffy on and things like that, but I suppose that's just getting that way. I don't know. I'll definitely have to see the final product. Because I got to play there, they gave me this cool poster. And also I got this little card which allows me to play in the private beta, so that's quite good. But the issue is it's for PS4 and Xbox One, and obviously mainly on PC now. So when I got to play the game, because I got to play on a multiplayer match while I was there, the issue was it was on PS4, and obviously, one, I hadn't used a controller in forever. Two, I was so used to Xbox One controllers, using a PS4 one was just so bizarrely alien. It took a little bit of getting used to, and I couldn't actually find many people when I was playing because everyone else was just these 12-year-olds were getting all the kills and stuff like that, and I didn't actually meet anyone for ages. And when I did, they were usually behind me, or I had a teammate in the way, which is a bit of a shame. But hopefully, I'll be able to improve myself when the game actually comes out. I'm definitely thinking about getting it. It actually looks quite good. But yeah, I'm gonna look forward to that. I'll try and record some private beta if I can. So I went back to my hotel where I managed to get some food in the restaurant, because I was going to originally plan to go to a pub, but I realised I didn't want to walk that far, so I went down to the hotel restaurant and had a burger there, and that was quite nice. I then obviously went back up to my room and just sort of laid down and Hey boys and girls, GameCam here. Obviously I'm in my hotel room. I've been here before, obviously a couple of times today. Obviously I've settled down, about to watch some TV and chill out. Obviously I've been up since 3, so I'll probably go chill. So, I don't know, I'm chilling in the bedroom. What do you want? Yeah, I'll catch you guys there.
which t-shirt?
What? Green t-shirt and then green.
Okay.
The middle one.
Yeah, of course. Have you seen the bundle, by the way? It's 2 posters, t-shirt, wristband, £40.
Yeah, sure. That's right.
Yeah, okay, so which one's the poster?
I'll go for that one.
Yeah. And which wristband?
Pick me one.
Any of them?
Yeah.
Young lads?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. And sorry, which
Middle one.
middle, the grey?
Yeah.
Okay, what size?
Large, please.
And that's that's £40 for those ones. So give me a good second. I just need to.
Yeah, it's only 3 tanks around it.
It's going crazy at the
I
moment.
don't know what they're paying to get live.
So there you go, £40.
One of them to put in the video.
Sorry?
Maybe you can follow this to put in the video.
Oh, I'm coming in with you. Do you want a bag as well?
Yeah, that'd probably be a good idea.
Okay.
Don't want to hold up the line too much.
Yeah, that's fine. And there you go. There's a couple bands in there to roll up the posters too. There you go.
Cheers.
Thanks. See you later. Oh yeah, I mean look at that already. That's just the start of the day.
Did you sign these please?
Yeah, of course.
Thanks. I'm just wondering how long until they nerf the ladders in Gmod.
Oh, I hope they do.
They've got more kills through the double barrels than the railgun
They
combined.
have, easily. More than the huge as well, the huge.
I think, don't you love, they haven't put the friendship cannon in yet. It's a giant orbital laser that fires rainbows. It really wipes out everything. Look at our friendship cannon.
Wipes out everything?
Yeah, literally almost, it has a massive area of effect. I think you can probably nerf it so it's not as big, but it's pretty good.
I'll talk to Ben about that, because he's one of them.
Sounds really good.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Yeah, it definitely was. Me and my friends tried it, and it literally was between that and the dubstep gun for instant kick. Like you didn't even alternate between
I love the dubstep gun, that's so much fun.
And I love the series. It's really good.
Yeah, we've been adding like a lot of weird stuff in lately.
Yeah.
You seen the bee grenade?
Yeah, that's the problem is with that one is you have to have a shotgun or else you're going to miss all the bees.
They do so much damage as
Yeah.
well. Like, best just to go hide somewhere.
Yeah.
What else we added? We added some new rolls. It's like a roll where you have to try and get kills.
Oh, like DD.
Yeah, so it makes it like you can't RDM people because like you could be the guy that you want to wants to die.
That should make things a lot more interesting than just having
It was
like
quite interesting.
just holy hand grenade in the room.
You can't do that anymore in case you kill the sky back.
It makes it a lot better. Do you mind signing the please? Right. I was wondering how long until you guys added on GTA but did not finish tally and see how many people.
But I really enjoy the
The thing is, we're always nervous about things that make people. While I do like GTA, too hard to win.
Yeah, I understand.
Otherwise, something special.
and again.
Would you mind signing the other one too?
Yeah, sure.
Just one to my mate. So I know he's going to be really jealous that I can't meet you guys. Hang on.
Whereas with GTA, it's a bit forced.
See, I was counting your lucky stars, you know, in that horror film where every time someone takes a picture, it gets closer. Have you seen that? Oh, it's really good. I can't remember what the name of it was. But like, the idea is that every time someone takes a picture of you, you get closer. And I was thinking you guys would be in trouble by the first hour.
I'll ask Simon, he loves horror movies, so get one of those. That would be pretty bad. Oh, hey, how's it going? So you're an Overwatch fan? Yeah. Who's your favourite character? Well, we removed that stuff. The bee thing gets removed as well. Did you see the new May animation that came out? Yeah, that's these removed. Yeah, it's pretty good. You saw it as well? Oh, do we? Yeah. Okay, maybe the bees are staying. We've got new roles now. We've got like Chester.
Right side these two?
Yes, he's like, has to try and get himself on the end.
One's my mate, so they're going to be really jealous, so I got to meet you guys. That's
Well, that's cool, that's cool. Why you just couldn't be here today?
Well, the thing is, he's got a girlfriend, they were to go on holiday, but next time he's going to tell them that they're on holiday instead come here.
Phoenix, the slow biscuits are my menu.
Oh dear. Well, we won't want him to get into trouble anyway, so... How long are you staying here for now?
Well, I've been here since 3 AM yesterday.
Right.
So I've been here for ages. I'm going to probably leave tonight though. Because I mean, 6 hours is a long time, but obviously there's a lot to do here. But like, once you've done them, having that long is a great way to what? I would love to be, but sadly my train leaves just then. Yeah.
Hopefully next time.
Well, I'd say next time I'll probably tag along with my native girlfriend and come by and watch that one. So it should be really good.
Hopefully I'll have a bit more experience with it.
Yeah.
This is my first time.
Oh, is it?
Well, it's my second convention in my first life.
Oh, well, I hope it goes really well.
I hope so. I'm going to be able to bounce off all these.
Yeah, that's say. As long as you're with mates, you're always going to do alright.
I'm just going to try to be myself.
Yeah. As long as you're an entertaining version of yourself, it's fine.
Exactly. Make a good point.
Yeah. I think you have to go with something.
I don't know. It's tricky.
Yeah.
I don't know whether to feel, like I don't feel nervous, but I don't know if that's a good point.
I think everyone should be nervous a little bit, but as long as you've got friends, it's fine. I mean, you've done it online for years, you've had millions of people watch you all the time.
Yeah, I've been on stage.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we'll make it work.
I wouldn't imagine them in the underwear, but that just makes things awkward, so I just go for just imagine them that they all love you, that'll be fine.
Have a good one, mate. How you doing? Right? No, it's here.
Get out of here. See you again.
Funny thing.
Hello.
I'm a massive fan of you.
Yeah, you are. You're like 6 foot tall.
Sorry,
How are you doing?
I'm absolutely big. Because I now do charity events online, and I was inspired by the Yogscast People Jam.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's rally tour. It was based on PS2 at the moment.
Okay.
I tried to email you guys about it, but I guess it kind of gets lost. You guys must get tons of them.
You can email me directly at Lewis at Yogscast.
Okay. Alright, send you a message. We do appreciate it. But yeah, I mean, it's a little bit weird, like you're signing these posters and stuff, and then they like go up on the wall and someone's like been looking at it forever, and then they can like go on, like cure cancer or something.
That would be nice.
A little bit weird.
I would like that. If that could happen. Make a little mark on the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Holy shit. Well, look, yeah, keep me posted. You know, we got some free slots on the Christmas live stream always.
Oh, cool.
You want to, like, if you're doing streaming and charity
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome. Well, I don't do selfies, I will this time. Right. I'm a massive fan of it. Oh, you're oh, don't tell me that. Well, he's going to be so jealous of that. Anyway, have a good day.
Well, that was nice.
Yeah, so I then spent the rest of the day hanging out with Peter and his mate, met up with a few of the other guys, we sort of just watched the TF2 show and all that sort of stuff, so that was pretty good. Sadly I didn't record any of it, so I can't really show you anything, but yeah, Peter definitely made a mess of himself.
I mean, this is great to, this is easy to interpret. I don't have to say much about this, do I?
Still taking some pot shots onto Pappy. Chris is going to be doing some spam work, and he's going to get the frag in the end as well. Ignis and Gig both end up going down in the midst of that. So with this two-player advantage, I mean, Evans is down, but with the one-player advantage, I suppose, they're coming into the second point, and Top's going to bomb up onto Pappy. He's going to get sent back, and they're in a bit of a rough spot.
Disappeared off into the computing section, so I thought I'd disappear off too. So I had to go, obviously, sadly, so I couldn't be there for the Monday. But what I did was I couldn't be there for the Sunday. I had to wander off on Saturday. So what I did was I obviously went over to the train station, sort of sat there staring at a platform for a little while because I got there a bit early.
Possibly the complications, especially at night. I worry over situations. I know we'll be alright. Perhaps it's just imagination. Day after day it reappears. Night after night my heartbeat shows the fear. Appear and fade away. Between the sheets only brings exasperation. It's time to walk the streets, smell the desperation. At least there's pretty lights, though there's little variation. Nullifies the night from overkill. Day after day reappear. Night after night my heartbeat shows the fear. Ghosts appear and fade away. Come back another day.
I got to the, I then had to get on when I got to Peterborough, I then had to get on a bus to go to where I had to Norwich.
Take it back, I never meant
got to Norwich, obviously then I got into a car to drive the rest of the way back home. Okay, boys and girls, I'm home after my long and arduous journey, and I'm going to get some sleep. At the end of the day, I think it was a fun trip, and I definitely might consider about doing it again in the future. I will admit this video took a while getting out because I've just been so busy with work and stuff like that. I recently got a job and I've got a lot of other stuff going on. I mean, hell, I've almost missed Tip of the Hats entirely because I just haven't had time to look at sitting down and watch Twitch. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video because it took a lot of time to sort of do it. I really hope you enjoy it. Cheers.